In cities, we are always connected, everywhere. We want real-time information, video calls, takeaway food delivered to our doors. We expect to stay connected in shops, department stores, restaurants, wherever we are, even behind thick concrete walls and metallic glass. But making that seamless and limited connection possible takes serious work. It requires planning and a lot of technology. In large European cities, we connect to the internet almost without noticing. Mobile phones in the Paris metro, instant payments in Barcelona, or video calls in London. But it's not just people who are connected. So are street lights, traffic cameras, buses, garbage containers, and even public benches. In Rome and Amsterdam, data exchange nodes exceed 10 terabytes per day, while in Copenhagen, 98% of households already have access to fiber or 5G. We live immersed in a smart, constant and almost invisible network. But how does this massive flow of information really work? Newsstands, traditional symbols of urban space, have also entered the digital age. Across cities around the world, many have become Wi-Fi hotspots, interactive screens, or terminals for top-ups and payments. They no longer just sell newspapers, they offer data, public services, and even tourist information. Luis Sancho is CEO of Urban Service Point, a company that has taken newsstands to the next level. Hi, Luis. Welcome to the show.
Nice to meet you. Thank you very much for your time.
Okay, Luis, kiosks are iconic spots, but how are yours like?
Yes, they are. Every city in Spain have kiosks. They were built in order to distribute the printed press long time ago. So everyone knows what's a kiosk, right? When you were little also, you went there to buy some groceries and stuff. So I would say that they are quite iconic. Yes, I'm sorry.
Definitely, you made a big leap in terms of connectivity. How did you achieve that?
Smart cities is a common objective, it's a mission for all European countries. And thanks to our partnership with Cellnex, we are deploying 4G and 5G connectivity through small cells in the kiosks in Spain, or around Spain.
And how do those small cells that you use look like?
They are quite small. We are talking about 20 centimeters for 30 centimeters. So for most of the people, they are not even visible, or they are unnoticeable because they are on the roof of the kiosk. And basically what we do is we try to homogenize all the infrastructure that we do around these antennas to the kiosk. We paint them, we do all the metal part of the installations quite small. And basically you only see like a small box above the kiosk.
And what kind of services can you offer due to this new connectivity?
We are offering basically a network to deploy these antennas. So it's not that we are using this service, it's that we are offering to all the citizens, to all the neighborhood, to be able to take advantage of this new capability. 4G and 5G is about the speed of the data. So thanks to this kind of small cells, thanks to this kind of antennas, a lot of use cases such as autonomous vehicles will be a reality.
And looking ahead, Luis, how do you imagine the newsstands of the future?
So when we're talking about how we envision the kiosk, we are talking about the model. It's more than just the 5G and the 4G antennas. It's a multi-service model. What we are doing is we are deploying also ATMs and last mile lockers, of course 5G antennas. So what we foresee for the kiosks is that they will become more hub of services rather than just a distributor of printed press. Of course, printed press will be there because that's their soul, right? But they will be giving more services.
Thank you very much, Luis, and thanks for your time.
USP is one of the most important collaborators of Cellnex in terms of deploying 5G in the urban elements or urban furniture in the big cities. The big cities are constantly evolving, and one of the most important services that boost this evolution is the 5G. And clearly, USP collaborate very near to Cellnex to deploy this kind of technology. The 5G technology has larger bandwidth, has the best enhanced data and faster transmission. On the other hand, 5G has poor penetration in the buildings and short coverage distance. That's where Cellnex goes in. We are constantly increasing the number of stations and small cells to solve the lack of connectivity in the big cities.
In many European cities, kiosks like Luis's have become true logistic hubs. Today, there are more than 336,000 pick-up and drop-off points across Europe, including around 43,000 automated lockers connected to the urban network. Hi Mike, and welcome to the show.
Hello.
What are the challenges of providing connectivity in city centres for operators and infrastructure owners?
There are a number of challenges of providing connectivity in city centres. I guess the biggest one is the sheer number of people. So lots of people with lots of devices in a small area, so requires a lot of capacity. So that's not just the residents, but also visitors, commuters, and holiday makers, sometimes tourists.
And what kind of connectivity solutions do you have for these areas?
The kind of solutions that we deploy in Cellnex are macro solutions on our towers and rooftops, small cells as well, and in-building solutions that are custom designed solutions for buildings of all types, actually, whether it's a commercial office space with multiple tenants, or a concert venue, or a stadium, or a hospital. There are solutions that are available for each of those in-building environments.
And Mike, what's the most usual place where you install small cells?
We put small cells typically on lampposts because they are ubiquitous infrastructure. Every street has lampposts, so that's the most common place to put small cells. We also put small cells on advertising hoardings, bus shelters, and within kiosks as well, so within old-style telephone kiosks.
And Mike, why do some areas in cities still lack internet connectivity?
Well, there's a number of reasons why this might be the case. A lot of old buildings exist in city centres with thick stone walls, and lots of new buildings too, which are steel and concrete structures with metallized glass that keep connectivity out and cause reflections as well. So and sometimes the situation can get worse than it was before.
What do you see city centre connectivity in 10 years from now?
Well, in 10 years' time, the world will be a different place with even more AI and lots more connectivity required to support it. There'll be very dense networks in every town and city in the UK, in Europe, and every country in the world. Lots of small cells, more macro sites as well. Lots of shared infrastructure as well with active elements. Ubiquitous 5G, and by then 6G as well, with seamless handoffs between macro towers, small cells, and Wi-Fi as well. There will also be a requirement for low latency applications to support use cases such as connected vehicles and AI-driven public services, and personalized urban experiences as well, with AI or AR overlays, augmented reality overlays, perhaps being delivered by smart glasses. Future looks very exciting indeed.
Indeed, and well, I hope we all see that happening, Mike. Thank you for joining us today. Today, it's newsstands that have radically changed in appearance and purpose, but tomorrow it will be vehicles, shops, everything that shapes the urban space. And yet, behind this seemingly utopian, almost sci-fi reality, cities will always be places where life pulses with energy and human interactions happen at dizzying speed. And to make that happen, we'd better be ready.
Another great episode. Thanks, Adela. Hey everybody, let's dive right into the next rapid recap. First, we all want to be constantly and fully connected, like turtles to their shells or skydivers to their parachutes. But without the cords, I want wireless, baby. I don't want anything holding me down. Second, the urban landscape is a lot like an obstacle course for data. I mean, it blocks the flow. It's like cholesterol or bureaucracy or sneezing while you're going pee. It blocks the flow. And that's point number 3, that our cities are changing. You remember public payphones? They're gone. They disappeared faster than Dracula at sunrise. And to avoid that same fate, newsstands now offer more services than the Admiral's Lounge at the airport. And you don't need a first-class ticket to get in. Actually, you know what? If you put a bed in one of those things, you've got a great studio apartment in a prime location. It's time to put this zero latency roundup to sleep. We'll catch you next time.